let's get into our case for today. This is Deidra Lane. Now, Deidra was born in 1975 in South Carolina. She came from a very privileged family. And on top of that, she was a daddy girl. So it was like a plus situation for her. She did have a son named Braylon from a previous relationship that didn't work out. But it was no typical single mother worries for Deidra. Her dad made sure that he took care of her apartment, her car, her college tuition. Daddy paid for it all. However, in 1997, Deidra decided she wanted to strike out on her own. So her and her best friend moved to North Carolina and began working at a bank. And in 1997, this bank went by a different name, but it is known today as Wells Fargo. So they began to work and she just began to strike out on her own. But Natasha played a pivotal role because Natasha actually introduced Deidra to her husband named Fred Lane. This is Fred Lane, and Fred was from Tennessee. He actually went to Lane College, which is an HBCU there, and he was a very successful football player. And in 1997, he was drafted to the Carolina Panthers, and he played there. And when he met Deidra, it was love at first sight. They had a very quick courtship and they immediately got married. And only one person was at their wedding ceremony. You guessed it, Natasha, the one who was responsible for them meeting. And there were speculations to why they married so quickly, like maybe she was pregnant, but that was not the case at all. And I want to say that Fred actually had 2 daughters prior to marrying Deidra. So Deidra brought in her son and he brought in his 2 daughters into the relationship. So they had a blended family. Now, Deidra had somewhat of a spending problem, okay? It's rumored that Deidra actually brought $20,000 in cash to one of her husband's games. So Deidra had a job. She came for money. Her husband is in the NFL. There's money coming and going, but that would prove to be a bigger issue in their marriage. Stay tuned for part 2.